And welcome to part two. Commissioner
Welcome.
Mavitali. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
And we're getting into
La, la, la.
game 8, second
Yeah,
part.
as you would notice, I am wearing the same sweater. Eric
Yeah, you
decided
keep
to
wearing
put
the
on
same
his sweater
clothes,
as
dude.
well.
It's like it's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. I always wear the same thing. I mean, it's like we're filming this in one setting almost.
All right.
Okay. Colts at the Texans.
Again, the only running back I could trust for the Colts is Naeem Hines. He didn't have a
Hines,
great game.
hit him with the Hines.
Maybe Pittman
Okay.
Jr. is a decent start. The Texans are not good, so somebody's going to get a touchdown. Maybe Trey Burton, the tight end. And Colts defense might be a decent start because we know the Texans lost Fuller.
So are you saying you shouldn't start Rivers?
Oh, Rivers is injured. So
I know.
monitor his injury. So
But even if he wasn't, which one do you want to start Rivers?
still couldn't. I don't know. It's so hard to trust that guy.
Because he doesn't throw accurately all the time.
And the Texans lost Fuller to
So
Drew.
question is, Watson, should I look for a different quarterback for the week?
No, not. I just you got to trust Watson, right? Because
No,
David Johnson
did
might be
Fuller
back.
make Watson, or is Watson making Fuller?
Well, we want to see because Brandon Cooks is a type of Fuller. He's not as. I don't think he's not as great as Fuller.
Also,
but Brandon Cooks,
do you start Randall Cobb now?
He's still on the injury reserve. He won't be back this week, but Randall Cobb is a nice little stash.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like in the playoffs, he might be a decent sneaky
he did some
start.
great things for Green Bay back in the day.
Yes. So Watson, you start him, but lower your expectations because he's not going to have those monster
like
games.
You want to maximize points.
Yeah. David Johnson might be back off the IR. So if he's back, you start him. If he's not, you start Duke. That's it. And then Kiki QT, this is the guy to watch. Another person to pick up on waivers. And because this guy used to be good too. This guy used to be Kiki QT. That's his cute name.
Kiki QT.
So watch out for that because Watson's going to throw the ball.
Character.
We know Watson throws the balls.
Him and Murray should start a cartoon show. Be Murray and Kiki.
All right.
Rams at the Cardinals.
Oh, the Rams and the Cardinals. Ta-da-da-da. Cam Akers might be a league winner. So if anybody who has Cam Akers, keep him, hold him. I would start him this game because he might be the guy that's just being pushed to be the lead back in LA. So Woods, Kupp, and Higbee is a start. I cannot trust Jared Goff. He can have a blow-up game.
Like 6 points last week.
I don't know. Garbage.
Yeah.
Literally, he went from ruining my dynasty a week before.
He went from demolishing Tampa Bay almost offensively to
against the 49ers defense
against a much worse defense.
Exactly.
It's like he does better when he plays a better team.
This is why you don't trust these.
What's going on with Murray? You think he's
Murray? I think the shoulder injuries are affecting him. I think it's just his overall game is not the same. I think there's injuries. They're not maybe disclosing something.
He's not doing as much of his little cartoon runs.
Again, something is definitely off. And so, look, if I was a Murray owner, I would be a little worried because it's not just one game. It's been a few games now. And I think those shoulder injuries, something's affected him because he's not the same player. And then when you can't throw the way he's throwing, because a quarterback, you want to throw. I think he's better than Lamar Jackson throwing the ball.
Obviously.
If he could run, he could do both. But now I feel like he can't do both.
The scrimmage, the other plays are based off the run option. So once that becomes a no option.
And look, Drake is coming through. So
yeah.
I like to see that. And then Hopkins, look, you have to start. Huh?
So it also makes really good music. I don't know if you heard Drake. Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm not a huge fan or anything, but I heard something about it.
Hopkins, you start, but he's been Kirk. I would start. I would definitely start in this game because he might get. But again, we don't know Murray. We don't know what he's dealing with. If he can't throw the long ball, Kirk is just not the same. Sucks. It does suck.
Right. Let's move on. Game 10. Giants at the Seahawks.
Oh, the Giants. Jones
out for the week.
He might be out, but he might play. So there's a chance he could play. But the reports I read.
Also, when's Freeman coming back?
I don't think he's going to come back.
No.
I think they found Gallman Jr. He's the running back there. They're running the ball. I watched that game, and it's like they had 4 chances to run it in, and they ran it in 4 times, and they on the 4th one they finally did it.
Yeah,
I wish
that's what
all
you
teams could
teams
do that.
usually do, right?
Teams
Like
don't
if
do
you're the
that.
Pittsburgh Steelers and you're on the 2nd-yard line and it's first down, you'd run the ball, wouldn't you?
No,
Yeah.
not like so. The Giants are a different beast, and so
For those of you who don't know, that's another reason I lost this week's game.
yeah.
I'm a little
Evan
mopey
Ingram,
today.
you start either way. McCoy, the
Mhm.
backup quarterback plays, or Jones, you start Ingram. Evan Ingram because like he gets volume. He's just they want to utilize him, so he's a great tight end to have. Now, if Daniel Jones comes back, the only person I could trust is Shepard. Slayton was just non-existent. Something's off.
Yeah, what happened?
0. He got me a 0 in the league that I really
I
needed
picked him up. I didn't start him.
I started him.
I was
in
going
the
to start
blank.
him this week. Now I'm going. No.
And then he might go off. So that's fantasy for you.
Yeah.
Seahawks are easy, right? Carson, Wilson, Metcalf, Lockett. You start them.
Yep.
You never want to sit any of them.
Also, I heard somebody wants to get Lockett from you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Just between us girls, maybe PK.
He wants Lockett? Well, he's gonna have to pay up for Lockett.
I think he's gonna give you like Cooper and someone else.
Cooper. I have Lamb, who's better than Cooper.
Yeah.
Garbage. Just because he went off game. Whatever. All right.
He was trying to convince me to trade Cooper for Mixon. I was like, no.
All right. And
Right, so
I think lower expectation for Russell Wilson, just because looks like they're back to running the ball more.
Yep. So Wilson, Metcalf, Carson, Lockett.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
No.
And we're not starting their defense, right?
No, not in this game. I think the Giants. I mean, if McCoy starts, maybe you can start Seahawks defense. So
got it.
All
right. Patriots at the Chargers.
Patriots, Cam Newton, you could probably start. He's a hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I started him in one league and he completely shattered me.
1 week he looks good, and then the other week you're like.
And then again, they won. So he was passing it to James White. Not even passing. He handed it off to him. Not even a handoff like
again, or was that a fluke? Because he had 2 touchdowns. So like,
it's a fluke, but still with Mr. Burkhead gone, I think White is the guy you could probably use in PPR leagues because if they're behind, they're going to be throwing into him, and they're using him. And then Damian Harris, I wouldn't start him against. You could start him. The Chargers don't have a great run defense, so I'm probably going to start.
Let's talk about the Chargers. Eckler's back.
Eckler is Eckler. You could tell the difference, right, when he's back.
Also, guess who does better when Eckler's back?
Kelly does better. Because we talked about this, right?
It's so freaking annoying.
But that's what it is. Teams are scared of Eckler because Eckler does everything. And so when Kelly comes in, they're kind of they relax and then they run to Kelly and then Kelly just
like,
they're not expecting it, right? So
it's so dumb. Like the worst thing that happened with me starting Joshua Kelly is Eckler getting injured.
And now that's so it happens. You start Herbert, you start Keenan Allen.
Herbert's going to be like a Mayfield, where once defense is figuring him out. No,
look, I think his accuracy is really his accuracy is nice. He's not making stupid mistakes anymore. I think he's just really locked in. Like I don't know, he looks like a good quarterback. You could tell. I mean, Mayfield the first year he looked good, but even people were saying he's not. He still has mechanical issues. But I think Herbert's a lot better. I think he needs a good system.
It's
I think the coach
that he uses Keenan Allen, right?
And Keenan Allen again, he's healthy.
Allen,
he's a monster.
Right.
All right.
Henry, you starting Hunter?
Yeah, you could probably start Hunter Henry. You could probably start him. Again, they're going to be throwing the ball, so I think he's a good start. They're usually getting targets.
All right. Broncos at the Chiefs.
This is a Sunday night game, which is Broncos. Great. Well, if Drew Lock is back, their quarterback for the Broncos, you could start Tim Patrick, Judy, and the Melvin Gordon probably could start. Chiefs, to start for the Chiefs.
What's that guy's name? Who almost beat the record for
Mahomes
receiving yards in a game? How many receiving yards did Hill get?
269.
260?
269.
Which is weird because I'm pretty sure he had 208 in the first quarter.
Something like that. Yeah, he was completely insane.
Yeah.
He had an insane game in full point PPR. He had a 62 points. I don't remember any other person having a game like that in full point PPR. So for the Broncos, that's who you could start. For the Chiefs, Kelsey, you start.
Now-
CEH, I still could start him. It's just you can't expect a lot from him
A
anymore
lot of
unless he
sharing with the
scores.
Bill.
Not even sharing. It's just they're not running the ball. They need to establish the run as well. You need to
Mhm.
establish running the ball. And Casey needs to do that because teams have beat.
So what if you have like a Watkins and you need? Do you think Hill's going to get triple teamed or something?
I don't think Hill's going to have the same type of game. So
obviously
Watkins,
not. Yeah.
Watkins is not a bad start.
I mean, look, Hill was taking all the yardage.
Yeah, it's a unique game, right? He had two big plays, which of course 70. I think it was a 70-yard pass, another 60-yard pass. Those are
And
massive plays for
granted,
touchdowns.
He had that because Watkins was back, I would say. Because
And
now
possibly, yeah, there's more coverage going. So we'll see what the Broncos do. The Broncos are not a bad
But
defense.
for example, if you have Marvin Jones and Watkins on your team, who do you start?
If Galladay doesn't play, I start Marvin Jones. It's just
yeah. But
with this,
Galladay plays.
Yeah, I'm not starving Marvin Jones if Galladay plays. No way. I'd rather start Watkins. There's just more volume with the Chiefs.
Got it. All right. And we talked about their defense. I mean, they are playing Denver. So
yeah, you start the defense. Monday afternoon game, 2 p.m. game Monday.
What is this? A football team?
Yes, I think they're Washington football team. Washington? They play football, I think.
What's their name?
Football team. They're a team. They're a football
I know
team.
we're talking about a football team, but what's their name?
All right, for the football team.
Formerly known as the Redskins against the Steelers.
The only people you could start here is McLaurin and Gibson, maybe McKissick in the full point PPR league, but I think Gibson's taking over.
You don't start Thomas, right?
No, I can't. Against the Steelers, I'm not going to trust them. Steelers, again, Deontay Johnson, Juju, Claypool, Eric Ebron. I think Deontay Johnson's the one I could trust. I was watching this game, the Steelers game. They target. It was weird. For a few, 5 straight plays, Eric Ebron was targeted. Yeah. Then they come back again, and then Deontay Johnson was targeted 5 times.
Yeah, I think he made that catch that ruined my night.
Yeah, so you can start any of these guys. They can go off. I'm okay with starting any of them. If Connor plays, you start Connor. Don't expect a lot. I think Washington is a good defense. And Steelers defense. Oh, you start them always. They cost turnovers. So
all right. Bills Monday at the 49ers. Let's do
Monday night game.
Ooh.
Bills, Allen and Diggs. Singletary, Moss.
But look, Eric, Singletary outscored Brandon Cook and Zeke Elliott. Okay. Ezekiel Elliott and Cook. He outscored both of them combined, Eric.
If you're playing to make the playoffs, I cannot trust these guys. I can't. But if you're in the situation where you're playing for seeds, you might end up 4th seed or whatever. I don't care. Try start these guys, play them. They can go off. They can win you. You can get a better seed. Doesn't matter. This is the week where I cannot trust. If you need a win, I can't trust these guys. I'm not going to put my single, my going into the playoffs on Singletary or Moss. But you start Allen, you start Diggs. Those are the only guys I can start.
All right, let's talk about 49ers. Start Deebo Samuel. Do not make my mistake. Do not do it.
And Ayuk is back. You start Ayuk. And then Mostert, you start Mostert. He's the guy there. That's it.
Now, tight ends, Reed. I know, they had a weird game.
Against the Bills, you could start.
I feel like against the Bills, that's when you would want to start him, no?
Yeah, and again, we're reminded to everybody, 49ers are playing in Arizona. They're no longer playing in California.
Correct. So it might be a little warmer.
It's all indoors, so it doesn't matter.
What city are they playing in?
They're playing in the same stadium that the Cardinals play in.
Oh, that's funny. Where are the Cardinals playing, Eric? Where are they playing?
They play in
But how are they going to get all the people out of the stadium and get the other people all in?
This is a Monday night game. This is a Sunday night game. They're going to do that.
They're going to have time to clean all the stands and
all right,
put in all the new vendors.
Hey, there's a Tuesday night game we need to get to.
That's true. Okay, Ravens at the Cowboys. This one.
Cowboys at the Ravens. Sorry.
Cowboys at the Ravens. Sorry.
So
What
it
did I
sucks
say?
because it would be nice if the Ravens were at the Cowboys indoors.
Mhm.
Then we have to go to outdoors.
But I
Baltimore's
feel like
weather,
this
we
is
don't
where
know.
Zeke would do well, right? I mean, what are you going to do besides run?
You have to start Zeke. Everybody else in this game, I can't trust. Ravens are not a bad defense. They might
Okay.
get healthier.
So from what I understand, their defensive line is pretty much all hurt.
No,
They're missing two guys today, right? Or
they
is
were
that just
missing a few
COVID?
guys because of COVID. So a lot of people missing
Ah,
for COVID.
got it.
So they should be back Tuesday.
But
Ravens,
their
you start
secondary
to
looks good.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Ravens defense, you start. Lamar,
Mhm.
if he plays, you start. And Andrews, everybody else, I still need to see what they're going to do with the running backs.
Got it.
Simple
Got it.
game. That's it
And
for part two.
so what's his name's not coming back, right? Andrews. Why not?
Andrews was listed on COVID, so he might be back.
Correct, but it said like he won't be back because he has type 1 diabetes or something.
Oh, yeah, that might be true. Yeah. So he's more of a concern, more of a risk. So he might
But
not
if
be
he
back.
already
You're right.
has COVID, why does
We
that
don't know. We
matter?
don't know if he tested positive. They haven't revealed that.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
assumed he tested
Lamar
positive for COVID.
tested positive.
Correct.
So you guys just read into it. If you have Andrews, I mean, he's not been. It
But
sucks.
Andrews would be a
Tuesday.
great start if he plays against the Cowboys.
So if he doesn't play, Hollywood Brown might be a decent start. Do Hollywood Brown
if he can connect, if Jackson can connect with him,
if Lamar can play like
Yeah,
the third
if-
string quarterback that played on Wednesday,
right? If he can play as well as his third string quarterback,
just throw to Hollywood Brown.
Dude,
He'll make plays.
also
Jesus.
ruin like that. Probably made me lose as well.
Yeah, no, that touchdown made you lose on a third string quarterback. Dude, it was frustrating watching
Also,
that.
if you're Pittsburgh defense, why are you not covering the pass? I mean,
I have
there's
no
5
clue.
minutes left in the game. You're up by two possessions. You want to run the clock down. Let them run it, right? So you cover
Yeah.
the pass. You let them run it. Run the clock off. Maybe they get a field goal. Take a couple of knees. Game's over, and your boy Vitali wins. But no,
All right.
no, that's
It's
not
all
what you did.
right. Look, football is football. Fantasy is fantasy. This is the last week of the regular season for most leagues. There's some leagues that have one more week. But again, good luck to you guys. Look,
And if you lose by 0.07 points, well,
it is what it is. That's fantasy for you. Fantasy
I hate
is
that phrase. It is what it is. It's a waste of time. Why would you even say it?
because
Well,
fantasy
obviously, it
football
can't be that which it
sucks
is not.
sometimes.
I
Look,
get it.
fantasy football sucks sometimes, right?
Yeah, but you still should not say nonsensical phrases like "it is what it is."
Whatever. That's nonsense.
Whatever's
phrase.
better.
All right,
Well,
hey guys, good luck. Until next time, we'll talk playoffs.
Well, yeah. I mean, next week I'm going to be really happy, or I'll get over it. I get over things pretty fast. It'll be fun.
All righty. So hey, take care, guys. Until next time, good luck.
And buenos nachos.